G'day everyone, Bub's Box Break here. Sorry, it's just me at the moment. Some things have come up. Secretary's had to go away, so I'm here with the kids and myself, and we'll do this by myself. Let's see how we go, eh? So this is the last two boxes of NRL 2019. I'm just gonna get this up here. Hey LJ, g'day everyone. Yeah, last two boxes of the case of the NRL 2019 Elite. We'll randomise these teams 7 times and we'll get into it. G'day Sean. Randomise. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, last one. 7. There you are, 7 times. Okay. Matty J, you've got the doggies. Paul, you have the Knights. Marie, you have South. Raiders go to Gary. Chewy, you have the Sea Eagles. Ty, you have your team. You got the Eels, the Panthers, Warriors, Cowboys, Roosters, Broncos, Dragons, Titans, West Tigers, Sharks, and the Storm. I'm just going to get off this feed. I'm going to take a photo of this so we can make sure she's all good, so I can write it in the book for later on. Sweet as. I'm going to stick that there. Get back into the feed. And yeah, we're good. Nah, Sean, this isn't it. This is the 2019 one, mate. We've still got, I think, maybe 10 spots to go in that one, so hopefully that'll go tomorrow night. It's probably be my only break tonight because, yeah, I'm here by myself and stuff, so, yeah, all good. G'day, Lettuce. G'day, everyone. Let's crack it open. Oh, my stage has fallen down, and again, far out things that happens when you by yourself. Okay, it's all good. It's all right. I'm the one that you all want to see anyway. Oh, get out. Yeah, I'll let you know when we fill that 2020 cards, mate. Should be all good. Right, it's the 2-boxer 2019. I think we haven't hit the case hit yet, so I'm hoping it's in one of these boxes, or else I'll be spewing. No beers down, mate. I was supposed to work, but I've got to look after the kids tonight, so can't leave them by themselves. But it's all good, bruh. That's what happens, eh? Okay, let's go. We've got Jordan McLean for the Cowboys, Josh Dugan for the Sharks, Titans checklist, James Fisher-Harris for Panthers, got the Ruby for the Dragons, Gareth Widdop, nice hit there, numbered 31 of 40, nice Ruby. I'll sleeve these up after the break. Takiyaho for the Rooters. Will, my dad sticks his finger up men's bum for fun for the doggies. Ken Malalo for the Warriors. Eels checklist. Give that mullet a flick. There we go. It's getting long, eh? It's getting real long. Might have to redo me roots again soon. It's getting a bit dark. Ewan Aiken for the Dragons. Matty Scott for the Cowboys. Aaron Woods for the Sharks. Coruscant for Manly. Silver Ryan James for the Titans. Roosters checklist. Daniel Alvaro for the Eels. Greg, I don't know where I live, Inglis for the Rabbits. And Isaac Luke for the Warriors. Oh, Matty. I can't even remember, dude. Hang on. I'll get out of this feed and I'll tell you. 1 sec. Matty, you got number 1, so you are the Doggies. Doggies. That's right, go the Dragons. You got Matty Moylan, Sharkies. Vanua Blake for Manly. Lukey Brooks for Tigers. James Talmo for Panthers. And Michael Jennings, Speed Machine for the Eels. Josh Papali for the Raiders. Latrell for the Roosters. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. And Sammy Burgess, South. The mullet's cracking, eh? I was admiring it the other day after I give Ivan a bit of a wash, and I was like, ooh, she's got some length to her now. Michael Gordon for the Titans. Knights checklist. Ewan Aiken for the Dragons. Matty Scott for the Cowboys. Custodians goes to Nickel Klokstad for the Raiders. Doggies checklist. Nick Meaney for the Doggies. Rooters checklist. Daniel Alvaro for Eels. Greg, I don't know where I live, Inglis for the Bunnies. Just going to straighten this up a little bit. There we go. Hopefully that's a bit better. Alright, Panthers checklist. Kurt Mann for the Knights. Shannon Boyd for the Titans. Russell Jailbird Packer for the Tigers. Spotlight goes to James Talmo for the Panthers. Raiders checklist. Cam Munster for the Storm. Pangai Jr. for the Broncos. And Lachlan the Prince Lewis for the Doggies. What's everyone been up to today? What day is it today? Thursday. Yeah. Jesus. Jai Arrow for the Titans. Gavin Cooper, Cowboys. Benny Hunt, Dragons. Lachlan Fitzgibbon for the Knights. A silver, Caleb Ponga. That'd be alright, I reckon, for the Knights. Remus Smith for the Doggies. Brandon Smith for the Storm. James Robert for the Broncos. Dylan Brown for the Eels. Matty Pryor, Sharkies. Alexander Brimson for the Titans. Curtis Sirenan for Manly. How could his old man allow him to play for Manly? Pretty sure the Tigers hated Manly back in the day. Every team hated Manly back in the day. Elijah Taylor for the Tigers. Spotlight, Anthony Milford for Broncos. Elliot Whitehead for the Raiders. Jazz Tivaga for the Warriors. Joseph Menu for the Rooters. And Vinavalu for the Storm. Just sort of things. Yeah, nice. It's Friday Eve. If you ever come to Sunbury, go past Red Rooster, you'll notice. Only in Sunbury, eh? James Graham for the Dragons. Robbie Farah for the Tigers. Zalesniak for Panthers. Tia Maria Martin for the Cowboys and the Cowboys captains 2019. Blake Green for the Warriors. Jermaine Azarko for the Broncos. Angus Crichton for the Roosters. And Gutho for the Eels. Oh, sounds like a good day, Sean. Nice cruisy one. It's bloody cold here, I'll tell you that much. James Maloney for Panthers. Connor Watson for the Knights. Jason Taumalolo for the Cowboys. Tarek Sims for the Dragons. Dragons, Matt Duffy, Speed Machine. Jason Taumalolo Silver for the Cowboys. Corey, I'm a naughty boy in the off-season with underage girls for the Doggies. John Sutton for the Rabbits. Aiden Caesar for the Raiders. Where'd that other box go? Oh, there it is there. Found it. All good. Moses Demby for the Tigers. Ryan James for the Titans. Aiden Guerrero for the Knights. Jake Travojevic for Manly. Centre of the Year goes to Cam Munster for the Storm. Brad Takarangi for the Eels. James Tedesco for the Roosters. Peter Hiku for the Warriors. And Andy for the Broncos. Oh, bless you. Corey, I like to sniff white lines. Norman for the Dragons. The Godfather of Mullets, Bar Ivan for the Tigers. Tyro Peachy for the Titans. Josh Mansour for Panthers. Women's NRL, Apai Nichols for the Warriors. I don't know. Cam Murray for the Rabbits. Will Chambers for Storm. Warriors checklist. Darius Boyd for the Broncos. Where are you at, Sean, now? Are you still in Foster? Are you still back home, or have you gone somewhere else? I shouldn't really say that. Anyway. Panthers, Campbell Gillard. Cam McInnes for the Dragons. Sean Johnson for the Sharkies. Michael Morgan for the Cowboys. Alex Johnson Silver for the Bunnies. Adam Reynolds Bunnies. Cam Smith Storm. Nick Krotik for the Raiders. And Kieran Foran for the Doggies. Marty Tapau for Manly. James Graham for the Dragons. Robbie Farah, Tigers. Zelezniak for the Panthers. Warriors, Ken Mamalo for Speed Machine. Takiaho for the Roosters. Mitchell Moses for the Eels. Blake Green for the Warriors. Jermaine Azarko for the Broncos. Go the Dragons tomorrow night against those Broncos. Heck yeah. Tia Maria Martin for the Cowboys. Davey Clemmer for the Knights. Andrew Pisspaul Mullet for Feeder for the Sharks. Got the blue one for the Roosters. Don't even know who's got the Roosters. Luke Keary. Numbered 17 to 20. Nice hit there for the Roosters. Matty Gillette Silver for the Broncos. Angus Crichton for the Roosters. Gutho for the Eels. Bulldogs checklist. Jared Karoka for the Canberra Raiders. Yeah, man, I wish, it'd be nice up there for sure. Tom Travojevic for Manly. Benji for the Tigers. Michael Gordon for the Titans. Knights checklist. Rabbitohs Speed Machine Cody Walker. Alex Johnson for the Rabbits. Josh the Fox Addo Carr for the Storm. Matty Gillette for the Broncos. Nick Reaney for the Doggies. Every time I open up a pack, I kind of wish I see those black cards again, eh? Jake Granville for the Cowboys. Sharky's checklist. Gareth Widdop for the Dragons. Isabel Kelly for the Rooters. Warriors silver checklist. Reid Mahoney for the Eels. Rabbits checklist. Kafusi for the Storm. Adam Blair for the Warriors. Just going to move these aside for a sec. Talk amongst yourselves if you like. It's all good, bruh. There we go. Sort of give myself some more room and stuff. We got the Hannibal Lecter, Kevin Proctor for the Titans. Dylan Edwards for the Panthers. Manly checklist. St. Masters for the Tigers. Rooters, Brett Morris, Speed Machine. Josh Hodgson for the Raiders. Broncos checklist. Cooper Cronk for the Rooters. And Blake, I can't spell my first name, Ferguson for the Eels. Got 8 people on. If you want to go and check out the website, the 2020 box is up there now. These are the last of the 19s. Davey Clemmer, Andrew Fafita. Corey I Sniff Lines, Norman for the Dragons. Mahi Fonu for the Tigers. Joel Thompson for the Manly. Doggies checklist. Jared Croker for the Raiders. Cam Murray for South. Will Chambers for the Storm. Tyrone Peachy for the Titans. Josh Mansour for the Panthers. Daly Cherry Evans for Manly. Caleb Ponga for the Knights. Female Player of the Year goes to Brittany Brayley for the Broncos. Warriors checklist. Darius Boyd for the Broncos. Luke Keary for the Rooters. Joseph Leilua for the Raiders. Jesse Raymond for the Knights. Paul Peptide Gallen for the Sharks. Dragons checklist. Cohen Hess for the Cowboys. Silver James Graham for the Dragons. Dane Gagai for the Rabbits. Storm checklist. Jordan Rapana for the Raiders. Josh Jackson for the Doggies. What are you talking about, Mum? I don't know what you're on about. Sorry, I'm been getting these messages from my mother just going, I've got no idea what she's on about. Might be time for that retirement village, Mum. Nathan Cleary for the Panthers. Jared Wallace for the Titans. Tigers checklist. Joel Thompson for Manly. Top try scorer goes to David Fosatua for the Warriors. Boyd Cordner for the Rooters. Bunty Afoa for the Warriors. Corey Oates for the Broncos. Brody Croft for the Storm. 3 more packs of this first box. Second last box of the case. Chad Townsend for the Sharks. Mitchell I Love Little Dogs Pierce for the Knights. Cowboys checklist. Paul Vaughan for the Dragons. Brendan Smith, silver for the Storm. Damien Cook for the Rabbits. Kane Evans for the Eels. Aidan Tolman for the Doggies. Anthony Milford for the Broncos. Daly Cherry Evans for Manly. Caleb Ponga for the Knights. Jordan McLean for the Cowboys. Josh Dugan for the Sharks. Silva, Jordan Rapana for the Raiders. Luke Keary for the Roosters. Joseph Leilua for the Raiders. Will My Dad Sticks His Fingers Up Men's Bum for Fun. Hopawade for the Doggies. And Ken Mamalo for the Warriors. Sorry, just doing some housekeeping. Last pack of this, second last box. We got the Titans checklist. James Fisher-Harris for the Panthers. Tom Trbojevic for Manly. Benji Marshall for the Tigers. Raiders, Nick Krotic, Speed Machine. Eels checklist. Alex Johnson for the Rabbits. Josh the Fox Addo-Carr for the Storm. Matty Gillette for the Broncos. Alright, that's that one box down. Just give me a sec to fix this up. Okay, second box, last box of the 2019 NRL. Ooh, that would have been interesting. Let's get this going. He's very quiet tonight. What's going on? She's empty. I'll sit that there. Oh, something in me fucking eye. Dragons checklist. Cohen Hess for the Cowboys. Nathan Cleary for the Panthers. Jared Wallace for the Titans. Custodians. Gutho. There you go, Ty. You'd have to be happy with that one. Oh, there was a silver behind there of James Talmo for the Panthers. Josh Jackson for the Doggies. Boyd Cordner for the Roosters. Bunty Afoa for the Warriors. Corey Oates for the Broncos. At the end of this, I'll throw a trivia question on here, and whoever's watching and whoever answers it, I'll give him a free spot in the 2020 NRL break. Jake Trbojevic for Manly. Regan Campbell-Gillard for the Panthers. Cam McInnes for the Dragons. Sean Johnson for the Sharks. Knights. Edric Lee, Speed Machine. Cam Smith for the Storm. Nick Krotic for the Raiders. Kieran Ford for the Doggies. And Takiaho for the Roosters. Okay, so wait till the end of this feed, and I'll think of a question to ask you, and if you get it right, then yeah, I'll give you the free spot in the next football 2020. James Fisher-Harris for the Panthers. Tom Trbojevic for Manly. Benji Marshall for the Tigers. Reid Mahoney for the Eels. Parramatta Eels checklist. Alex Johnson for the Rabbits. Josh the Fox Addo-Carr for the Storm. Matty Gillette for the Broncos. Lachlan Fitzgibbon for the Knights. Matty Pryor for the Sharkies. Alexander Brimson for the Titans. Curtis Sirenan for Manly. Silver Adam Reynolds for the Bunnies. Jazz Tivaga for the Warriors. Joseph Menu for the Roosters. Vinavalu for the Storm. And Corey, I'm a naughty boy in the off-season with little girls for the Doggies. Michael Gordon for the Titans. Knights checklist. Ewan Aiken for the Dragons. Matty Scott for the Cowboys. Panthers, Blakey Boy for Speed Machine. Wanua Wakwa Blake. That's not his name. Nick Meaney for the Doggies. Rooters checklist. Daniel Avaro for the Eels. And Greg, I don't know where I live, Inglis for the Bunnies. Oh, I'm losing viewers. Down to 5 now. Everyone's like, Barbs, you're annoying. Aaron Woods for the Sharks. Coruscant for Manly. Panthers checklist. Ruby Shannon Boyd. Numbered 14 of 40. He's just retired as well. Silver checklist for the Tigers. Isaac Luke for the Warriors. Raiders checklist. Cam Munster for the Storm. Pangai Jr. for the Broncos. Wow. This one's a bit how you going, bruh. Shannon Boyd for the Titans. Russell Jailbird Packer for the Tigers. Jake Granville for the Cowboys. Sharks checklist. Rookie of the Year goes to Jermaine Azarko for the Broncos. Kafusi for the Storm. Adam Blair for the Warriors. Josh Hodgson for the Raiders. And Broncos checklist. We got Gareth Widdop for the Dragons. Hannibal Lecter for the Titans. Dylan Edwards for Panthers. Sea Eagles checklist. Silver Storm checklist. Cooper Cronk for the Rooters. Blake, I can't spell my first name, Ferguson for the Eels. Dane Gagai South Storm checklist. Hussein Masters for the Tigers. Jesse Raymond for the Knights. Paul Peptide Gallen for the Sharks. Dragons checklist. Speed Machine James Roberts for the Broncos. Jordan Rapana for the Raiders. Josh Jackson for the Doggies. Boyd Cordner for the Rooters. Bunty Afawa for the Warriors. Oh, I'm up to 6 now. Killing it. Going off. I got up 16 the other night and I did a shoey. Never again. Cohen Hess for the Cowboys. Nathan Cleary for Panthers. Jared Wallace for the Titans. Tigers checklist. Silver Kurt Mann for the Knights. Corey Oates for the Broncos. Brody Croft for the Storm. Damien Cook for the Rabbits. And Kane Evans for the Para Eels. Joel Thompson for Manly. Chad Townsend for the Sharks. Mitchell I Love Little Dogs Pierce for the Knights. Cowboys checklist. Spotlight Dale Finucane for the Storm. Aidan Tolman for the Doggies. Anthony Milford for the Broncos. Josh Papali for the Raiders. Latrell for the Rooters. Paulie Vaughan for the Dragons. Matt Moylan for the Sharks. Fanua Blake for Manly. Lukey Brooks for the Tigers. Brittany Brayley for the Broncos. Tia Maria Man Silva for the Cowboys. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. Rabbits check Sam Burgess. Remus Smith for the Dogs. These doggies. Oh, move that over there. James Talmo for Panthers. Jai Arrow for the Titans. Gavin Cooper for the Cowboys. Benny Hunt for the Dragons. Sharks. Feki Speed Machine, we'll call him. Brendan Smith for the Storm. James Roberts for the Broncos. Dylan Brown for Eels. Elliot Whitehead for the Raiders. Alright, just give me a sec while I sort these out. Give me a bit of room. Talk amongst yourselves. You know how it is. Yeah. Let's get into the last half of this case. These two boxes. Michael Morgan for the Cowboys. Marty Tapau for Manly. James Graham for the Dragons. Robbie Farah for the Tigers. Silver, Aiden Caesar for the Raiders. Mitchell Moses for the Eels. Blake Green for the Warriors. Jermaine Azarko for the Broncos. Angus Crichton for the Roosters. Tarek Sims for the Dragons. Moses Embai for the Tigers. Ryan James for the Titans. Aiden Guerrero for the Knights. Jermaine Azarko. You'd have to be happy with that signature. Who got the Broncos? I think Ty got the Broncos. Number 35 and 90. Nice hit. Andy for the Broncos. Peter Hiku for the Warriors. Andrew McCulloch for the Broncos. And Adam Reynolds for the Rabbits. Zelezniak for Panthers. Tia Maria Martin for the Cowboys. Dave Clemmer for the Knights. Andrew Pishpaw Mullet for Feeder for the Sharks. Jason Leeson Almal for the Spotlight for the Warriors. Gutho for the Eels. Doggies Checklist. Jared Croker for the Raiders. Cam Murray for the Rabbits. I mean, the way the Broncos are going this year, you probably wouldn't be too keen on that. There'd be some die-hard Broncos fans out there, though. Corey, I like to sniff White Lines Norman for the Dragons. Mahi Fanua for the Tigers. Tyrone Peachy for the Titans. Josh Mansour for the Panthers. West Tigers, Corey Thompson, Speed Machine. Got a silver, my dad likes to stick his fingers up men's bum, Hopawade. Will Chambers for the Storm. Warriors Checklist. And Darius Boyd. G'day Belinda, how are ya? What's cracking? We got Daly Cherry Evans for Manly. Caleb Ponga for the Knights. Jordan McLean for the Cowboys. Josh Dugan for the Sharkies. Captain of the Year goes to Cam Smith for the Storm. Luke Keary for the Roosters. Joseph Leilua for the Raiders. Will, my dad likes to stick his fingers up men's bum for fun, Hopawate. Ken Mamalo for the Warriors. Elijah Taylor for the Tigers. James Maloney for the Panthers. Connor Watson for the Knights. Oh, I've skipped some. Jason Taumalolo for the Cowboys. Andrew Fafita got Prop of the Year in 2018 for the Sharks. John Sutton for the Rabbits. Aiden Caesar for the Raiders. Brad Takarangi for the Eels. And James Tedesco for the Roosters. No, you're not in this one, Sherbs. You're in the 2020 break. This is the 2-box banger. Kurt Mann for the Knights. Shannon Boyd for the Titans. Russell Jailbird Packer for the Tigers. Jake Granville for the Cowboys. Sam Bremer for the Dragons. Lachlan the Prince Lewis for the Doggies. Reed Mahoney for the Eels. Rabbits Checklist. Kafusi for the Storm. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 packs to go. How you tell me that bloody Jermaine Azarko was the bloody case hit? Sharks checklist. Gareth Widdop for the Dragons. Hannibal Lecter for the Titans. Dylan Edwards for the Panthers. Matty Moylan for the Sharks, silver. Adam Blair for the Warriors. Josh Hodgson for the Raiders. Broncos checklist. Cooper Cronk for the Roosters. All good, man. I'll let you know when that one is about to break. Hopefully it won't take too long. Well, I still don't know what I'm going to ask for the question either. Michael Morgan for the Titans. Knights checklist. Ewan Aiken for the Dragons. Matty Scott for the Cowboys. Rabbits captains. Greg, I don't know where I live, Inglis for the Rabbits. There he is again. He still doesn't know where he lives. Lysac Luke for the Warriors. Raiders checklist. Cam Munster. Yeah, right. I've got one. I got a question for you. Sea Eagles checklist. Asane Masters for the Tigers. Jesse Raymond for the Knights. Paul Peptide Gallen for the Sharks. Titans Speed Machine Philip Sammy. Blake, I can't spell my first name, Ferguson for the Eels. Dane Gagai for the Rabbits. Storm checklist. Jordan Rapana for the Raiders. Last pack. No black ones in that whole... Was that 2 cases or 1? It might have been 1. No black cards in that whole 1 case. Aaron Woods for the Sharks. Coruscant for Manly. Panthers checklist. Kurt Mann for the Knights. Silver Paulie Vaughan for the Dragons. Pangai Jr. for the Broncos. Lachlan the Prince Lewis for the Doggies. Reid Mahoney for the Eels. And Rabbits checklist. Alright, I've got 6 on here. What team in the end, the first person that I see on this feed here that I've got in front of me will get a spot in the 2020 NRL break, a free spot worth $25. What team has won the most grand finals in a row? Go. Yeah. Sorry, Matty. Wrong. Nah, still wrong, Matty. Consecutively. No. Not the Rooters. They buy their grand finals, mate. Nah, definitely not the Rooters. Like I said, they only buy their grand finals. They can't win them. You only know because you got the encyclopedia of sports probably sitting next to you. No, Matty, that's not it. 5 people on here. The team that has won the most grand finals consecutively. No. Not Manly, not the Eels, not the Rooters, not the Storm, not the Bunnies. I think the Bunnies have won the most grand finals, but they haven't won them in a row. Late nights, the Broncos. Broncos have only won 2 in a row. Come on, think, guys, think. What team has won the most grand finals in a row? Oh, you're probably spot on with the years there, Dad. Where's that George? Where's that George? I'll give it to you, Matty. I knew what you were out about, mate. Sorry, Sherbs. He got in there before you. He did spell it wrong, but I think the autocorrect got him. So I'll give Matty the free spot in the 2020 break. You've already got yourself a... Hang on, I'm just having a look at something. I'm pretty sure you've already got a spot in that one, Sherbs. She got the answer right last night, so you'll be good. It's all good. All right, I've got to get up and turn this feed off. If you want me to break any more, let me know. Still got, hey, I've got heaps of that 2020 NRL Elite. Got heaps of basketball boxes. Like, if you want to get into the basketball one, it's $45 a spot, and it's good cards. It's not shit. Anyway, Bubs is out. I just got to get up and turn this off. So I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. You.